What up, y'all? It's Mr. Dan Shay, Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, October 4th, 2019, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Julia and Dynasty actress Diahann Carroll has died at the age of 84. Variety reported Carroll died Friday at her home in Los Angeles after a long battle with cancer. Carroll's daughter, Susan Kay, also confirmed the news to The Hollywood Reporter. Carroll was known for playing widowed nurse and single mother Julia Baker on the NBC sitcom Julia, which debuted in 1968. Carroll was the first African-American woman to star in a non-stereotypical role on her own primetime network series. Carroll said in a 1998 interview with the Television Academy Foundation, "We were saying to the country, we're going to present a very upper middle-class black woman raising her child, and her major concentration is not going to be about suffering in the ghetto." In addition, Carroll portrayed Dominique Devereaux on the ABC soap opera Dynasty in the 1980s. Dominique was the first prominently featured African-American character on a primetime soap opera. Carroll was born in New York in July 1935 and started modeling as a teenager. She came to fame after appearing on the reality competition Chance of a Lifetime and made her film debut in Carmen Jones' 1954 starring Dorothy Dandridge. Carroll also appeared in musicals including House of Flowers 1954 on Broadway and the film version of Porgy and Bess in 1959. She became the first black woman to win the Tony Award for Best Actress in 1962 for her role in No Strings. In later years, Carroll played Jane Burke on Grey's Anatomy and June Ellington on White Collar. Carroll was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1997. She told Spectrum Health in 2016 that she hopes to leave a positive legacy behind. Carroll says she came, and with the gifts and surprise that she was given, she did the best that she could, that I cared not just for my family, but for others, and that I did the best work that I could possibly do. I like to think of myself as one of the early role models. Carroll was married 4 times to Monte Kay, Freddie Gusland, Robert DeLeon, and Vic Damone. Susan Kay is her daughter with Monte Kay. Carroll was 84. Netflix is giving a glimpse of its new horror film, Eli. Its streaming service released the first trailer Thursday featuring Charlie Shotwell as the title character, a young boy with a rare autoimmune disorder. The preview shows Eli and his family move into a secluded manor so he can undergo treatment. Eli meets his young neighbor, played by Sadie Sink, and his sinister doctor, played by Lily Taylor, and begins to see terrifying visions in the house. Eli is directed by Clarion Foy. The movie co-stars Kelly Riley and Max Martini and premieres on October 18th on Netflix. Shotwell is known for the films Captain Fantastic and All the Money in the World. Sink plays Maxine Max Mayfield on the Netflix series Stranger Things. Modern Family star Ariel Winter is open to starring on a spinoff. The 21-year-old actress said in an interview with E! published Friday that she's definitely considered joining a spinoff once the original ABC series ends. Winter said she hasn't been approached or heard much about a spinoff, but is open to the possibility. She says, "I'm never going to say absolutely not to something. If it got presented to me or anybody, I'm sure we'd definitely think about it. We've never been absolutely not. We wouldn't do that." Modern Family, which co-stars Ed O'Neill, Sofia Vergara, Julie Bowen, Ty Burrell, and Sarah Hyland, premiered its 11th and final season in September. ABC Entertainment President Carrie Burke voiced interest in the spinoff in February. Burke says, "I would love it. No one would be happier if there were one. There are some surprises and big milestones coming. They intend to really go out big, so it would be terrific if a spinoff were part of that." Winter guest starred in Thursday's episode of Law & Order SVU. She said in an interview with Entertainment Weekly that she plans to tackle more diverse and complex roles once Modern Family ends. Winter said of SVU, "I want to do something completely different from what I've always done. I think I have a lot to grow on, and I feel lucky that this was my one of my first experiences moving into that next chapter." She said I want to do dramas. I want to do more complex roles. I want to challenge myself. I want to grow. So I'm definitely looking forward to what I can do once the show is over. Netflix has renewed the Spanish teen drama Elite. The streaming service announced in a tweet Friday that the series will return for a third season in 2020. The post reads, #Elite has been renewed for season 3. Actually, they've always finished filming the new episodes and they will hit Netflix 2020. Esther Esposito, who plays Carla, confirmed the news and introduced 2 new cast members, Letty Sin and Sergio Momo, in accompanying video. The pair will portray Yere and Malik. Netflix also shared first look photos of Cini and Momo in costume. Elite co-stars Insan Escamilla, Miguel Bertino, Alvaro Rico, Aaron Piper, Mina de Hamani, Omar Ayuso, and Dana Paola, and premieres its second season in September. The show follows students at the exclusive private school Las Haciendas. Cini is a singer and actor known for the TV series Welcome to the Family. Momo appeared in the miniseries Lost in the West and the film Rescue Under Fire. Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes joined The Late Show with Stephen Colbert to discuss their new movie Jay and Silent Bob Reboot and to tell an embarrassing story about meeting Smith's daughter's boyfriend. Smith, who wrote and directed the film in addition to starring as Silent Bob, and Mewes, who plays Jay, told Colbert about an incident a few weeks ago where Smith first met the new boyfriend of his daughter, 20-year-old actress Harley Quinn Smith. Smith told Colbert he went to pick up Harley from her boyfriend's house and smoked 3 marijuana cigarettes in the car and removed his shirt before informing her that he had arrived. He recounted having her boyfriend, an actor named Austin, help him move to the passenger seat. Smith recounted, "Once he gets me in, I looked at him and go, 'Don't you ever give my daughter weed,' and I slammed the door. My daughter was so mad at me." The director said he told the story because of a text message Harley sent to Mewes right before they went on the Late Show stage. Mewes read the text aloud, "Do not let my tell that story about my boyfriend on Colbert." The duo, who have played Jay and Silent Bob for 25 years in films including Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, told Colbert that Jay and Silent Bob Reboot will be shown on October 15th and 17th as part of Fathom's events before they take the movie on tour to 62 cities across the country. Smith said the October 14th premiere in Los Angeles will include a stop at the TCL Chinese Theater for the duo to put their handprints in the cement. Big Mouth creator and voice actor Nick Kroll says Season 3 of his puberty-themed animated comedy addresses the MeToo movement and features guest appearances by the Queer Eye Guys. The latest episodes begin streaming Netflix on Friday, and viewers can expect to see Kroll's teen character Nick further influenced by his new female hormone monster Connie in Season 3. Kroll told reporters at the New York Comic Con on Thursday, "This season was the first season we wrote about Me Too took hold. So a lot of this season is the kids struggling with the living in a post-Me Too world where women and girls are fed up and angry and men are trying to understand how to deal with their masculinity. Because he has a female hormone monster, he's trying to navigate where he fits inside of all of that." The topic is also addressed in an episode where a school musical version of the 1994 Demi Moore-Michael Douglas movie Disclosure is staged. Kroll says it worked well because Disclosure is a story about women weaponizing sexual harassment and really white upper-class male paranoia. It ended up being a perfect way into talking about sexual harassment and a conversation that the country and the world has been having. Kroll separately found a way to integrate the Fab Five from Queer Eye into his raunchy cartoon. Kroll says, "We just love the show and we thought that Coach Steve would be a funny person to Queer Eye, knowing the athletic director has always appeared to him as a melon with a mustache." Kroll says, "We're always like, there might be a good-looking guy underneath all that." He knew some of the Queer Eye Guys from Netflix events and went through the streaming service executives to book them for Big Mouth. Kroll says they were immediately on board, trying to coordinate their schedules while they were shooting seasons. Took a little bit of work, but they were down. They were great. Unlike many animated projects, Big Mouth allows its voice actors to tape their dialogue together. The show features middle school age characters, their teachers, parents, and various hormone monsters voiced by Kroll, John Mulaney, Maya Rudolph, John Manatukas, Jordan Peele, Fred Armisen, Jenny Slate, Andrew Rannells, and Jesse Klein. Cillian Murphy is still having fun portraying the emotionally damaged British gangster turned politician Thomas Shelby on Peaky Blinders. The 43-year-old Irish actor told UPI in a recent phone interview, "The quality of the writing keeps getting deeper and richer and more intriguing for me, so as long as that stays the way it is. I'm there. It's a complete gift. Co-starring Helen McCurry, Paul Anderson, Sophie Rundell, and Aidan Gillian, Season 5 of the fictional crime drama is set to premiere on Netflix on Friday. It previously aired on the BBC in the United Kingdom during the summer. The newest episodes take place in 1929, a historical time of political, social, and financial turmoil, but Murphy says the show isn't intended to reflect on comments on current events. M. Night Shyamalan's psychological thriller Servant is set to premiere on Apple TV Plus on November 28th. Starring Lauren Ambrose, Toby Cabell, Nell Tiger Free, and Rupert Grint, the 30-minute show follows a Philadelphia couple in mourning after an unspeakable tragedy creates a rift in their marriage and opens the door for a mysterious force to enter their home. A 40-second teaser released Thursday shows someone playing with what appears to be a baby. The words, "What do you believe?" shows up on the screen. Earlier exclusive footage shown at New York Comic Con earlier in the day, but not yet released online, shows the grieving couple hiring a nanny. Sean Hayes and Cher took the stage during Friday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. The 49-year-old actor and the 73-year-old singer performed Cher's hit single, If I Could Turn Back Time. Hayes, who was guest hosting Ellen, invited Cher on stage after seeing her in the audience and pretending not to know her. He told her, I'm so sorry, do I know you? I feel like I know you. If I could turn back time and remember where I know you from. Hayes played Jack McFarlane on the NBC sitcom Will and Grace. His character famously impersonated Cher during the show's run. Cher told Entertainment Tonight in October 2018 that she's open to appearing on Will and Grace again. She says, "Why not? I did it 2 times and I had a blast. I would do it." Will and Grace initially had an 8-season run from 1998 to 2006 and was revived in 2017. The revival's third and final season will premiere on December 18th and will feature Billy Lord and Demi Lovato. Ronnie Ortiz-Magro was tasered and arrested after an altercation with his on and off girlfriend Jen Harley, according to reports. Us Weekly reported Ortiz-Magro was arrested early Friday morning in Los Angeles after an alleged domestic violence dispute with Harley. The Los Angeles Police Department confirmed that officers responded to a reported battery in progress at around 2:40 a.m. An LAPD police informational officer said suspect and victim were involved in some kind of physical altercation. When officers were on location, the suspect was uncooperative. Officers had to use a taser, so there was a minor use of force that occurred. The officer said Ortiz-Magro was arrested for felony domestic violence. TMZ says Ortiz-Magro and Harley were staying at an Airbnb when Ortiz-Magro allegedly slapped and punched Harley. Sources said Harley fled the house and that Ortiz-Magro gave chase while holding a knife and the couple's 18-month-old daughter, Ariana. Ortiz-Magro reportedly locked himself and Ariana in the house. When police arrived, they broke the door down and used a taser. Ortiz has reportedly been charged with kidnapping. Fox 11 says Ortiz-Magro was taken to a hospital to be evaluated. The LAPD says Harley suffered minor injuries in the dispute and that Ariana was not injured. Ortiz-Magro had attended the Ortiz-Magro's CBD launch party just hours earlier in West Hollywood. Ortiz-Magro came to fame on the MTV series Jersey Shore, returned to star in Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Family Vacation premiered a 3rd season in August. Star Wars actor Oscar Isaac is a dad of 2. The 4-year-old actor's rep confirmed Thursday to People that Isaac and his wife, filmmaker Elvira Lynn, welcomed their second child, a baby boy. Lynn, who directed the documentary Song for Alexis and Bobby Jean, shared a first photo of her newborn son on Thursday on Instagram. She captioned, "Baby boy in basket and beautiful botanics. Table of absolute abundance. At Emily Thompson Flowers, thank you. At Nicole Hernandez Hammer and Daddy Oscar." Isaac and Lynn are also parents of 2-year-old son Eugene. The couple announced in August they were expecting it again by posting a photo from a doctor's office. Lynn wrote, #Checkup Thursday, #Party Time. Isaac plays Poe Dameron in the Star Wars Force Awakens and Star Wars The Last Jedi, and will reprise the role in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. The new movie co-stars Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver and opens in theaters December 20th. Isaac said in an interview with Extra in April that The Rise of Skywalker will bring the characters together. He says you get to really see them together, interacting with each other, going after what they need to go after, mourning together, fighting together, laughing. I think it's a thing that everyone's been hungry for. Isaac also says the film will explore Poe's past. He says you get to see where he's from. We get to kind of dirty up his nice flyboy leadership thing, and you'll get to see that he also has a pass. Kim Shattuck, the frontwoman of the punk band The Muffs and one-time member of indie group The Pixies, died after a 2-year battle with ALS. She was 56. Kevin Sullivan, Shattuck's husband, said in an Instagram post reshared by her Muffs and Coolies bandmate Melanie Vanman that the musician passed peacefully in her sleep after a 2-year struggle with ALS. Sutherland wrote, "I am the man I am today because of her. She will live with all of us through her music, our shared memories, and her fierce creative spirit." Shattuck did not disclose her ALS diagnosis in recent interviews, but announced earlier this year that all proceeds from Aha, It's the Coolies, a 6-song EP released by her band The Coolies, will be donated to the ALS Association Golden West chapter. The singer explained the disease runs on her father's side of the family. Friends and bandmates of Shattuck, who played with the California hard rock band The Pandoras before founding the Muffs in the early 1990s, share their feelings on social media. Ronnie Burnett and Roy McDonald wrote on Facebook, "We are very sad to announce the passing of our bandmate and dear friend Kim Shattuck." She said, besides being a brilliant songwriter, rocking guitarist, and a singer-screamer extraordinaire, Kim was a true force of nature. While battling ALS, Kim produced our last album, overseeing every part of the record from tracking to artwork. She was our best friend, and playing her songs was an honor. Goodbye, Kimba. We love you more than we could say. Luke Bryan is facing more difficulties on his farm tour. The 43-year-old country music star shared bad news in a tweet Thursday ahead of his scheduled show in Lewisburg, Kansas. He wrote, "Due to heavy rain leading up to today causing wet conditions on the farm, we're unable to load in the equipment needed to put on tonight's farm tour show in Louisville, Kansas. For more information, stay tuned into lukebryan.com/farm-tour." Bryan's show was to begin at 6 p.m. Central Time at MC Farms. KTV News 5 said Thursday that 20,000 fans were expected to attend the concert. Bryan was forced to postpone shows on Friday in Richland, Michigan due to rain. He tweeted Friday, due to inclement weather, we're postponing the Richland, Michigan Farm Tour show. More information to come. Bryan later posted an apology video to his Richland fans. WWMT said the Richland Board of Trustees will hold a vote Thursday to approve an October 24th makeup date for the show. Bryan announced his 2019 farm tour with Cole Swindell and Mitchell Tenpenny in July. He's scheduled to perform Friday at the Flying Bee Ranch in Douglas, Kansas. BTS member J-Hope visits Los Angeles in the South Korean boy band's new vacation log. BTS released a new vlog posted Thursday that shows J-Hope prepared to film his Chicken Noodle Soup music video with Becky G. The video opens with J-Hope driving to the airport and eating on his plane ride to Los Angeles. He eats again in his hotel room before heading to the music video set. J-Hope and Becky G released the Chicken Noodle Soup video last week after teasing the surprise collaboration on Twitter. The previous BTS vacation vlog showed Sugar on a fishing trip. BTS will perform at the Kiss Jingle Ball concert in December. The show will mark the group's first performance since announcing a hiatus in August. Pop star Justin Bieber posted the audio for 10,000 Hours, his new collaboration with country singers Dan Shay, on his official YouTube account. Bieber shared a clip of the song on Instagram and the full audio on YouTube, along with an icon video featuring minimal animations with the song. The song, written by Dan Shay, full name Dan Smyers and Shay Moore, along with Bieber, Jordan Reynolds, Jesse Joe Dillon, and Jason Pooh Bear Boyd, is the first release from Dan Shay's upcoming studio album. Bieber previously described the song as wedding music, appropriate only days after the singer and his wife Haley Baldwin held a second wedding September 30th. Dan Shay were among the guests at the ceremony. Bieber and Baldwin first wed at New York City's courthouse in September 2018. Camila Cabello is back with new music. The 22-year-old singer shared the news single Cry For Me on Thursday about wanting an ex to also be miserable. She sings, "When I said I hope you're happy, didn't mean it. Never thought you'd be so good at moving on. When I'm lying wide awake, you're probably sleeping, and maybe what I think is wrong." Cabello said in an Instagram post Thursday that she wrote a similar song after a breakup at the age of 16. She wrote, "I took the idea and put it into this song, the feeling nobody likes to admit about the feeling wild with jealousy. I wrote this only a few months ago, and it's been one of my favorites for a while." She also said, "Now get your mascara and scream and cry, rage, and rip your photos, and delete whoever you're thinking of text to this one." Cry For Me will appear on Cabello's forthcoming second studio album, Romance. The album also includes the singles Liar and Shameless. Cabello said in a statement, "These songs are basically the story of my life in the past couple of years and the stories I've accumulated. I knew for a long time I wanted my album to be called Romance because these stories are about falling in love." Melo split from Matthew Hussey in June and is now dating Shawn Mendes. Rock legends Aerosmith is MusiCares' new Person of the Year. Aerosmith frontman Steven Tyler announced the news on Thursday during the group's Aerosmith Deuces Are Wild residency show at the Park MGM in Las Vegas. MusiCares, a charity established by the National Academy of Recording Arts and Science, confirmed Friday it will honor Aerosmith at the 2020 MusiCares Person of the Year Gala. The 30th anniversary benefit gala and tribute will take place January 24th, 2 days before the Grammy Awards. MusiCares provides financial assistance, addiction recovery, outreach, and other resources to musicians in need. The proceeds from the gala will benefit the nonprofit organization Year-Round Initiatives. Person of the Year recognizes Aerosmith's philanthropic efforts and impact on American music. Aerosmith has supported MusiCares, Tyler's Initiative, Jane Fund, and other organizations throughout the year. MusiCares Recording Academy President CEO Deborah Duggan said in a statement, "Aerosmith has walked the walk when it came to raising funds to impact music people in recovery." Previous MusiCares Persons of the Year recipients include Dolly Parton, Fleetwood Mac, Tom Petty, Lionel Richie, Bob Dylan, Carol King, and Bruce Springsteen. And that is your entertainment report for Friday, October 4th, 2019. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report. Anytime you want on iHeartRadio, just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend, good night, and God bless you all.